Dallas fan? Are you a Dallas Mavericks fan or a Dallas Cowboys fan?
Or a Dallas Fuel fan?
Dallas Fuel, if you like the hockey.
The true enemy of human.
Hey Zenyatta, are you gonna keep our tanks alive, kid?
Yeah, dude, US, I looked at my highest healing for 10 minutes. It's with Zen because of the ult.
Really?
There's Zen, Lucio, Ana, Mercy, or like something like that.
Yeah, I looked at my highest heals per game. I think the highest. It sucks. It's not even in the 20. I have 19,000. Is my highest healing ever.
Oh really?
That's not good.
I haven't looked in a while. My damage one isn't very good though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, they got a junk rat. Hey, I'm going around right side.
Hey, I'm staying spawn.
Oh yeah.
Find the anti for that. Oh shit, the Junkrat.
I got deleted.
I know, I was shooting at the Rhine.
Dude, Symmetra put a sneaky little turret down.
Okay, we got their armor.
Oh, a widow's down.
Oh, their soldiers low.
No, Ana. Watch this. See that?
Stay alive.
Good heals,
Like, one
thank
more
you for the
second.
heals.
I will correct my
I
mistakes.
claim this objective. Stand with me. Walk it off.
Dude, he knew he was dead.
Defenses in place.
almost ready.
My ultimate
Hey, they're over here, they're stuck. So if we can fuck them over. Because they came out of the spawn that way. My shield's low, shield's low.
Soldiers anti.
Hey, watch this.
You must see the payload to its destination. Enemy contact.
Oh shit, Baptiste is behind me.
I was staring at you to give you nano.
Sorry. Big shadow, big shadow.
Their Junkrat's up top.
Огонь по готовности.
Cancel this.
Oh, we got deleted. Holy shit. Yeah, cancel culture, bro. We canceled our culty.
Нет. No.
No. Dude, DUS, dude, so good. Yesterday,
Farming.
football, MLS, NHL, NBA games all at the same time.
Yes, broke the tire. Keep your shield up. Oh,
I don't have it, it broke.
oh this is Junkrat back line. Junkrat just raped us. Zenyatta, dude, it's not the move.
Probably not right now, to be honest. We could lose like, Moira or Mercy. What are you saying, Thing? We'll fall back? Yeah, let's just not push, actually. Let's just sit here.
Stay in spawn.
Yeah. Then they
Yeah, I'm
can't kill us,
camping
right?
spawn. I got heals.
Isn't
In
it?
spawn.
Where's Junk?
Junkrat's up
That's
top.
so
Can
nice.
someone just contest that? You're not anyone.
Yeah, like, I can't, I'm Reinhardt, so, but we do need, like, some sort of peel on that. My shield's broken, which is pretty cool. Oh,
I'll
my
fuck
shield
you.
broken again. Okay, we gotta pick on the one.
2 picks.
Oh man, my shield's broken. I missed him. I have shadow. I have shadow. Sorry, I wasted that nano of you guys.
It's alright.
You got your chaser. Hey, I got a fat shadow right here coming, boys.
Everyone, heal up.
Keep it running, keep it running. Alright, sorry, no bubbles, so shadow shoot. Get out of here.
Nice. It's fat.
Hey, trap. Don't just step in the trap. Oh, it's good. Take that. Keep pushing the Baylor, I'm gonna move up.
I don't quit till the fight's done. Let them up.
Oh, dude! That powered up through the...
Do the fire strike, yeah, do the fire strike through that thing.
Hey,
Where
back
is he?
here.
Where is he?
Where is that?
Biotic field activated.
Wrecking ball was dead. Sick. Okay, we got back out. Punchies. Nano Zarya's press W on me.
Yeah. Whoever does it. Oh, holy shit. Ow, man. Hey, get the fuck away from us, dude. Alright, push up a bit. Oh, my shit, low. Oh, nice. Phew.
Everyone, heal up.
I'm gonna try nano you.
Sorry, I just suicided that. But maybe actually Roadhog like better for these fuckers. Now we don't have a shield though. Dude, do what? Going. I'm here.
My heals are... No, you're right now. Junkrat's one tap. Junkrat's like one.
Oh, I almost see him dead. Charge. I have fucking my ult.
I have to keep these guys alive.
I think I'm gonna like ball, dude.
Let's get the payload. Dead yet.
Oh, they're one. Soldiers won.
Our team died.
The soldier and their fucking Zarya.
I've got you in my sights.
That was a huge attack by Zarya right there.
I just fucking went straight to the
Still the soldier. Soldier's dead.
Nice, actually, look at this.
Yeah, got a turret. Sorry.
Everyone, heal up.
Junkrat.
Junkrat behind. He's one.
He's one, he's really one. Yes.
What? We didn't get it.
We didn't get it.
That's ass.
We both broke the tire. I shot it once.
Yeah. You broke two. Oh, what's up, Symmetra?
Not too much.
disorder. Teleporter online. We move quickly.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
There's nothing I haven't seen before.
You're fucking welcome.
Turret
We'll
placed.
complete our mission.
Liam, play this choke, but just quickly back up to this choke right here. You see this
Yeah.
one too? Because that one isn't as crucial to hold.
Yeah.
I hate when people die at that choke.
Right here,
Because
yeah.
I can't heal you, like, if I need a peel in the corner.
Right.
1. Attackers incoming.
Hey, they have a widow.
Defend objective.
As you do.
So you can just bring
Careful with the
it
widow.
back past that choke. honestly.
But there's this, oh fuck.
So play sight lines, play sight lines.
Oh, I just got 3 with that. I'm up. Oh no.
There goes a tracer.
Oh, my berry's broken.
Random sleep. I'm keeping anti-nade. I backed up to onto the bridge.
Sentry turret placed.
That's the fattest shatter I've ever seen in my life, boy.
I'm reloading.
Death is an illusion.
That's huge.
Oh, I'm dead. Fuck.
Shit.
Partage se gira.
Zara's anti.
Kill him.
I think we're holding. I'm gonna probably nano Zara here.
Yeah, here, please.
I'm just gonna nano you. Oh, I thought I slept him. Oh, they're nano drying.
Dude, look at this Zarya go.
My work is not complete.
Can you
McCree?
contest this?
I don't think so. Sorry, back out.
Oh, no. Definitely can't contest it. Careful, boys. Oh,
Lucio,
no.
no.
Sorry. Lucio.
I have to nade myself. Yeah, we have to back
Oh my
up,
God, this
back up,
Zarya. What
back
is
up,
Zarya doing
back up.
behind the
We
window?
only have me as a healer.
Oh, you have
Give
to
him
play
that choke.
flank Zarya? Okay. Dude, Ash, be careful.
Someone's behind us. Junkrat,
Ash,
maybe.
you're gonna get fucked up over there, bro.
Bye bye, Ash. I have to self nade. Alright, yeah. They won't win the choke.
Hey, is there McCree behind? What? I got stunned!
I feel that. What the fuck? Oh my gosh.
My work is not complete.
Ash, just don't die, please. And you die.
Total coincidence, I'm sure.
Who would have thought?
I have nano.
Okay, we gotta kill this hoe who's fucking good. Not me.
Diva. You met. Probably not a good time to
dude.
nano, my bad.
It's so good. Oh my god, my
Mikey.
shit is fucking broke. Good game. I don't know.
That was just a terrible nano right there.
Oh, we got a dash. How do you dash?
Ah,
Oh, this is.
Alright, I'm just gonna jump off the side of the map, because I'm probably good.
I'll do it with you.
I'm gonna jump off the fucking side of the map right here. Nope, there you are.
Woohoo! Oh, you fucking cunt.
Hi, Genji. Nope, I'm gonna get his health back because you're deflecting, you're an idiot. I haven't even landed a shot on you, you're deflecting. Genji, I just fucking raped you. I just slept the fucking McCree.
Be okay. We might be okay. We might be okay.
I just popped off, dude. I really just popped off, but I couldn't do anything else.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We can win this. We can win this.
Nice.
3 minutes. Oh, here's Genji.
This is my will.
Careful, wrecking ball. Careful, wrecking ball.
Thanks.
Genji, Genji. Genji, don't Bastion. Help Bastion, help Bastion, help Bastion.
Bastion, I can't hear you from there, bro. Like,
Sorry, I was trying. Genji's up behind us. Oh my god, that sucked.
Ryan's one, Ryan's dead.
Nice, nice. Dude, nice. We can win this, we can win this. Oh, what?
Oh, I just slept someone. Well, I can't heal you whenever you do that shit. Sick, mine's cool.
Dude, let's go Ash actually doing something.
You know
Nothing
what, Bob?
here,
Okay,
man.
we can hold maybe.
Hey, I'm gonna get a sick pull. I'm gonna. Oh no, Zarya. You're not getting those, dude. Yeah, just, I'll tank it up.
He's one, he's literally one. Just melee, I'm just melee. Oh shit.
Help, 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 help,
Oh, we need to kill.
Ooh.
Oh, she's got Bob. Let's go, Bob. Do something. Bob, do something.
Let them up.
Panic, panic, panic.
Огонь по готовности.
Oh, I'm dead. I slept him, I slept him.
Gotta get this Genji. Ah.
Freeze in our back line.
Oh, they're all in our fucking back line. Oh, that's good.
I have nano.
You're good.
I'm probably gonna lose nano.
Fuck me, dude. That sucks ass. Ugh.
Play of the game.
Hey, good shit, bro. Oh wait, no, that's not you.
Огонь по
That
готовности.
was when we like just melted. And then I don't know where their Baptiste is in. Oh no, it's not their Baptiste. At least you blocked hell damage.
100%.